Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast on KAWAIISTREAM and YouTube. KIF Girls Basketball. We have got the 1-2 Kauai High School Red Raiders against the 0-2 Waimea Menehune as we begin the new year and kind of head into round two. And right now, I've got the coach, Elton Montemeyer. And what do you expect out of tonight's game? Because I think somehow both teams got to establish momentum, rhythm as they head into the second round.
You know, it's a good time right now. You know, Kapaa already clinched up the first round. It's a good time to test your matchups and see what kind of chemistry you have maybe with other girls and, you know, see if you can get some momentum going into the second round.
I kind of expect a scrappy matchup tonight between the both teams.
You know, and it is what it is. You know, Kauai has limited players. You know, Waimea has always been a little scrappy. Kauai has shown some scrappiness, and you know, it should be fun tonight.
Well, let's get this thing going. We'll give it a start in just a few seconds as both teams huddle around their coaches and they head out into the court. For the Kauai High School Red Raiders, as I try not to fall off the side, our starters will be Melissa Manera, Cheryl Ann Tomas, Monique Tomactor, Kaylee Esposo, and Tegan Keep, who leads the KIF in scoring at 15.3 points a game. For the Waimea Menehune, their starters will be Monique Joy Lorenzo, Alyssa Miyamoto, Shania Kahepu'u, Brandy Burton, and Melia Okura. And as I look onto the floor, and tonight none of the coaches deceived me. Not that any coach purposely does that. I hope not. Tonight's officials. Wow, we got a new guy, not a new guy, but a different varsity official tonight, huh? Got Lenny Raposo, Alan Branco, and...
I only know him as MC.
Well, MC it is. Tegan Keep controls the tip for the Red Raiders. They'll start off with the basketball to start things off. In the corner to Tomactor, who buried a couple of threes in the last game, long on that attempt. Menehune with the basketball. Here's Lorenzo bringing the ball down court. She'll play the one for the Menehune tonight. And Kauai High School in a man-to-man defense. Kahepu'u with it, gets it to Miyamoto. Cross court to Burton. Takes Manera to the hole. Misses, shot is blocked. Another missed shot by the Menehune. Tomactor with the basketball coming down court. Back into the middle to Esposo. She'll hand it off to Tomas, calling out play 0. Or fist, sometimes coaches will call it. And ball taken away by Kahepu'u, and then she loses it right into the hands of Tomactor. Open for 3, but won't take it. Just about a minute into tonight's matchup between the Red Raiders and the Menehune. And baseline Manera will get a blocking foul against, I think it's going to be Kahepu'u. And it is Kahepu'u, her first, team's first.
You know, Kahepu'u, a trickle part to Coach Moises' team, and she can ill afford to get into foul trouble.
Side to Tomas, puts it up for 3, no good. Rebound Kahepu'u as she battles Esposo for the basketball, and the Waimea ends up with it. Lorenzo on the far side of the court. There's Kahepu'u. Top of the key to Miyamoto. She's guarded by Tomactor. Now down low in the corner to Kahepu'u. She likes to shoot the 3 from that area. Won't put it up. And Okura with some position on Keep, and we're going to get a travel on Lorenzo. Turnover goes to the Red Raiders.
You know, like you said, Okura was open. She had deep position, but unfortunately for Kahepu'u, just wasn't looking in and couldn't deliver the pass.
6:25 to go here in tonight's game. Again, a happy new year to everybody watching us on KAWAIISTREAM or YouTube. Still can't get used to having my name associated with YouTube. Oh, Keep with a nice drive to the basket, left-handed, no good. Rebound Okura. Here comes Lorenzo. 3-on-3 break for the Menehune. Down low, Miyamoto puts it up off the glass, no good. But a whistle inside. It's either Keep or Tomactor. And it's going to be against Monique Tomactor, her first, team's first.
You know, nice hustle by Miyamoto, you know, getting down the middle of the floor, getting inside position and picking up a foul.
You know, Tegan Keep, even though she missed the the layup, nice to see her get aggressive from the foul line, taking it to the basket and going up left-handed.
You know, Okura was pressuring her a lot. You know, one of the cardinal rules is you don't want to really pressure a big girl all the way out on the free throw line, but Okura did. Tegan Keep, you know, took advantage of that pressure and, you know, unfortunately missed the layup. First
free throw by Miyamoto is no good. She makes the second. 1-0 Waimea. Miyamoto was perfect on the season, 1 for 1. Now 2 of 3. 5:53 to go here in the first quarter. Nice entry pass, but behind of Esposo, and Miyamoto ends up with it. Just not a very good pass into the paint.
You know, she looked like she was going to keep it. There was another teammate underneath that snuck under, and you know, I guess she thought that the ball was going to take him, but you know, mishandled it.
There's my favorite play as Lorenzo comes off the screen and scores. Just had a foot on the three-point line, so it's 3-0 Waimea. In the corner, that's Tomas. They get it to Manera. Drive, but slapped away by Kaipu. Now a battle between it's Tegan Keep and Okura. It'll be Waimea basketball.
Yeah, your favorite thumbs down play, the high screen and roll and pull up for, actually looked like she had a foot on the line, so they call it a 2.
In the history of me watching Waimea basketball, where you or Bimo was the coach, I don't think I've seen a girl come off that screen and just shoot it like that. It's always been a pass inside.
Pass inside, or your first option is to get to the hole. If it closed down, then it's a pull-up. But, you know, Monique Lorenzo took advantage of the defender going under the screen and drained it along too.
Well, that foul is on Okura for an illegal screen on that, my favorite play. So turnover goes to the Red Raiders. First on Okura, second team foul on Big Blue. Oh, nice drive by Tomas, blocked by Kaipu, and Burton ends up with it. Throws it down court, taken away by Tomachter. Tomachter bringing the ball down on Okura at the foul line, bounce pass. And now Kauai High School losing advantage. Here's the air ball by Manera for 3. And it goes out of bounds off of one of the Menehune. It's going to be Kauai High School basketball.
You know, to create space for Tegan, I think Kauai High needs to start hitting some open threes, and that's one of the girls that needs to heat up is Manera.
They get it to Keep along the paint. Won't put the shot up. Tomachter for 3. That's no good. Rebound Okura. And she'll hand it off to Miyamoto, who gets it to Lorenzo. 4.5 remaining here in the first quarter. And we are going to get a whistle. We're going to get an official's timeout. Someone's got to tie their shoes. This fact is going to be Kaipu, who's got to retie the Nikes. Like the Carolina look on those shoes.
Carolina blue Nikes.
4:27 to go here in the first quarter. Speaking of college hoops, this is a good one on TV tonight. LSU, Kentucky.
Number 1 player in the nation, Ben Simmons.
Lorenzo gets it to Burton. Her 3 is short. Rebound taken, Keep. And ending up with the basketball is Tomas. You know, Coach Bimo's Lakers, he hopes they draft him. That's not going to happen. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Tomas with the basketball, looking inside for Keep. Bounce pass knocked away by Okura. Then a wrestling match with the basketball. That's going to be a 2-point takedown by Tegan Keep, and it'll be Menehune basketball.
You know, Kauai just missing Tegan on the inside, waiting a little too long to get the ball into her to the post. Maybe needs to create better angles to get her the ball.
3-0 Menehune. Just a little more than halfway done here in the first quarter. Coming in for the Red Raiders is Sierra Tanikala. Coming out is Melissa Manera. Red Raider basketball. Tomas throws it into Tomachter. Back to Tomas in the corner. Head fake. That could have been a travel. Then we're going to get a blocking foul against Lorenzo. And that's going to be her first team's 3rd non-shooting foul.
You know, with 1 point guard down, Lagok, they can ill afford to get Lorenzo in foul trouble. You know, the last game she got into foul trouble, actually got disqualified from the game, and they really struggled after that.
There's a shot by Keep inside. That's high off the glass, no good. We're going to get a foul against one of the Menehune. It's going to be Okura, her 2nd, team's 4th. Here's my solution. You know, Lorenzo gets in foul trouble. Just put in Palacio. Oh, excuse me, she's not in the varsity team.
He's on the JV team.
I'll never figure that one out. Here's Tegan Keep, who misses the first free throw and kind of continues from the last game that she played. But yeah, I know, I mean, I don't want to make a huge deal of it, but Kiara Palacio could easily be the best, one of the best guards in the KIF if she stepped onto the varsity floor right now. Second free throw is no good, and a rebound into the hands of one of the Menehune. And we are going to get a whistle against one of the Red Raiders.
You know, I don't know what it is about it nowadays. You know, when we do ask girls before, actually when we were younger, when we played and we were asked to play at the varsity, it was a privilege for us. But now, you know, the girls doesn't seem to want to move up. You know, they want to stay at the JV with the rest of their friends that they grew up with. And, you know, that's how it goes now.
I know one thing. You can't get looks. You can't get looked at. You can't get to the state tournament playing JV basketball.
True.
Well, that foul was on Tomakter, her second, team second, and we're going to get a travel against Brandy Burton. Turnover goes to the Red Raiders. Both teams look a little rusty coming out of the New Year's break.
You know, maybe a little late, you know, New Year's Eve, but, you know, like you said, both teams a little rusty. Both teams struggling offensively to put points on the board.
There's the drive by Tomas, puts it up and in, her first two of the night. And it's now 3-2 as Kirby Yates gets a two-run jack to get it to within a point.
You know, nice little take by Tomas into the lane.
You know, she can do that. I think that's part of her game. She just doesn't do it enough. There's Miyamoto bounce pass and somehow ends up into the hands of Santella. She misses the layup, rebound Red Raiders. And Tanikala with the basketball for Kauai High School. Down into the corner to Monera. They get into Keep. Nice entry pass. Keep gets turned away by two Menehune. High off the window, no good. Rebound Red Raiders. And Tanikala picked up by Lorenzo. She tries to get it to Keep, who tracks it down. And Keep gets it back to a guard, Tomas. Into the lane once again, loses it. Outside Tanikala for three, up, no good. Rebound Menehune with 2.5 to go. 3-2 Big Blue.
You know, again, Kauai continues to struggle from the outside with open three-point shots.
And here's Lorenzo. She's going to be called for offensive foul, and that's going to be a bit of a push-off. Her second personal. That's 5 team fouls against the Menehune.
You know, and that's tough, man. You know, she's the key, the cog, the coach on the floor. You know, one of the main ball handlers. Now they're going to go with the freshman Serapio playing the point guard, and we see how she does.
It's like Coach Beamer is looking to the stands. Where's number 11? I need some help at point guard. There's Tomas with the basketball. I kind of thought after the Lagok injury, they'd call her up for sure. Nice pass inside to Keep. Turns off the glass and good. Her first two of the night. And the Red Raiders are ahead 4-3.
You know, nice little entry to Keep. Finish on the right side, nice and strong.
And Serapio along with Fernandez into the game for the Menehune. Inside Santella, blocked by Keep. Keep throws it away into the stands. And it'll be Waimea basketball.
You know, from my understanding, talking to Coach Moises after the game when Lagok got hurt, you know, they did talk to Palacio, but she just decided to stay down.
Yeah, I feel like you. It was a privilege to be, if you're an underclassman, to get called up to the varsity. Here's Santella into the lane, a bump here and a bump there. Creates some space and nicely done, puts it up and in.
Nice move by Santella, you know, creating some space for her, just like you said, and nice little soft jumper in the middle of the lane.
5-4 Menehune. That's almost experienced basketball right there to keep pushing like that.
You know, if the refs are not going to call it, then you go until they call it.
I thought after that push off by Lorenzo, I kind of thought they'd call that as well. We got a foul inside. This will be against Casey Fernandez of Waimea. That's 16 fouls against the Menehune, non-shooting foul. And Waimea starting to pile up some team fouls there. Monera's going to throw it in and taken away by Santella. Santella with a nice play on the offensive side and a nice play on defense.
You know, just Monera just needed to get it a little higher for Keep to take advantage of that pass.
Wow, the ball somehow ends up in the hands of Miyamoto, and she scores. She's got 3 points, 7-4 Menehune. Now, how that wasn't a kick, I don't know.
Now, does that count as an assist?
It's got to be. Inside of a minute here at the Raider Dome, Kauai High School, Waimea, 7-4 Big Blue. Tani Kala with the drive, gets the ball taken away, but we've got a whistle against one of the Menehune. This will go against Serapio, her first, team's 7th, and from now on, Kauai High School will be in a bonus, and they're going to have, I'm not sure who, but it's the 1-on-1 bonus, and they'll put Tani Kala at the line.
You know, as of the first quarter, Kauai has had those open lanes to drive. You know, they just need to finish or get to the foul line and convert their free throws.
You know, both these teams are pretty much a toss-up when it comes to free throw shooting, as Tani Kala misses the first. Kauai High School at 55%, Waimea at 52%. So getting in the bonus is not the end of the road for the Menehune. Knocked away, and it'll be Waimea basketball.
It should be an advantage if you're a good free throw shooting team, but it could be a disadvantage if you're a bad free throw shooting team. So it's a double-edged sword.
34.9 seconds, that ball off of Matsunaga. Nice pass inside to Miyamoto, capped by KIF and Monera, and Red Raiders have the ball with 26 seconds to go. Coach Dingo wants to play for the last shot. Tani Kala, left side to Monera. Dribbles to the top of the key. She's picked up by Casey Fernandez. KIF at the high post, and they throw it over her into the hands of Santella. Burton with 10 seconds to go. She's got a teammate on the on the right with the fake and the shot. No good. We're going to get a blocking foul. This will be against Monera, her first, team's third. And I kind of thought that Burton had an open teammate on the right side.
Yeah, it looked like Fernandez running her on the right side. You know, luckily for Burton, you know, she did that Euro step and didn't get called for the charge right there.
Burton averaging 4 in the season, has not gone to the free throw line yet, and this will be her first shot. 6.4 seconds to go, 7-4 Menehune. First free throw by Burton is up, and good. I like her shot from the foul line.
You know, nice. These girls, they all have nice rotations, nice arch, and it just comes down to being mentally tough, just doing the basket and putting it in there.
Second free throw for Burton is up, and good as well. 9-5, Waimea over Kauai High School. 4 seconds left. Here's Tomas to Matsunaga, gets it slapped away. KIF at the buzzer, goes in, but they're going to wave it off. That was awfully close, but I kind of think the officials made the right call there. 9-4, Red Raiders over the Menehune. We'll take a short timeout. It's KIF Girls Basketball on KauaiSports.com.
You never eat before you came in?
I did, but the chicken plate had small chickens. The other time I had chicken plate, but they gave me like 3 big chickens. Like, oh, that's dinner right there. I ordered that. I go, oh, really?
So the New Year's Day, what did you catch? You went to that place?
Nah, that's an old video, that.
No, the day we was talking about after the game.
I went New Year's Eve.
Oh, Eve you went?
Yeah, I caught 2 nice sized papillo, about 5 pounds each. Picked some opihis. Caught one huge. No, I had a hook on small moe in a moe hole. No, barracuda came out of nowhere. Start of the second quarter here at the Raider Dome. 9-4 Menehune over the Red Raiders. And kind of talking about the New Year's thing. You guys have a good New Year's?
Yeah, everybody's safe. We all have our fingers. Didn't blow up any hands.
I'm sure something blew up. It just wasn't hands, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Kahipu inside to Pigao, who loses it, but into the hands of Tavita, and Waimea still with the basketball. Kahipu, right side. Contact between Miyamoto and Tomas. They lob it inside off the back. We're not sure if that was a shot. And the Red Raiders end up with the basketball. 7.5 to go here in the first half. Again, 9-4 Menehune. Tomas looking inside to get it to Keep. Keep with it, turns, goes baseline, loses it, but the official's going to say off of one of the Menehune.
You know, Keep needs to do a little better job. She's been like triple teamed the last couple possessions. You know, she needs to just kick it out, and hopefully her teammates can hit the open shot.
There's a high pass for Keep, but ends up in the hands of Tanikala. Tomas looked at the three, just didn't let it fly. Tanikala calls out the fist play on the wing to Tomas. And she's guarded by Serapio. Now it's Keep on the right elbow. Nice drive into the lane. Little jumper from about 5 feet away. Good. And taking Keep has got 4 points for the Red Raiders.
You know, nice aggressive take by Keep, going to her left and pulling up for a nice jumper right in the center of the lane.
Kahipu with the basketball, looking for Miyamoto. Turns, she's got Tanikala in her face. Here's Pigao to drive to the basket. Didn't quite get it high enough, but then she got past Keep and put up a nice look.
You know, I thought Keep got a little piece of that, you know, kind of distracted Pigao from making that shot.
Nice drive, Tomas baseline, but can't finish. And the ball is loose along the baseline. It'll be off of one of the Menehune Kauai High School basketball.
You know, Kauai has, so far thus in this game, they've had a lot of open layups. They just need to finish those layups.
I guess since the Falcons are out, we got Matt Ryan watching tonight's game, huh? Matty Ice.
So the question is, if they lost and didn't make the playoffs, would he wear the jersey?
Well, you can tell that's a real fan.
Yeah, it's true.
6:12 to go. Waimea with the basketball. High post, Pigao, and they're going to get her for a travel. And turnover goes to the Red Raiders.
You know, just intimidating, you know, when you're going against Keep, who's about 4 or 5 inches taller than you, and it just block your shot. You know, tends to make you do weird stuff when you're trying to score the basketball.
She's 4 or 5 inches taller than me.
Yeah, exactly.
6:04 remaining here in the first half. They're going to go left side to Monera, looking down low for Celie Byers, who's now in the game. And Pigao pushing her out of the key. And we're going to get a drive by Monera, and someone in blue fouled her. And it's going to be a shooting foul. So Monera at the line shooting 2. They're going to call this against Tavita.
You know, and you don't want to put Monera at the line. I believe she's shooting about 92% from the free throw line.
11 of 12. She was... She did a good job in her last game. Makes that one.
You know, right now, poor job by the Menehune trying to help out on the defense. Lazy footwork and just reaching in and trying to get steals. But they're racking up the fouls. And, you know, soon they're going to put Kauai in the double bonus.
So Lorenzo back into the game for the Menehune. She brings with her 2 personals. Second foul shot for Monera. Up and good. That's close to being automatic right there. She's got really nice form.
Yeah, she's got nice form. You know, I've heard she's a deadly 3-point shooter and has just struggled this year. Maybe as a senior, just trying too hard. You know, just needs to settle down and just stroke it from deep.
Full court pressure by the Red Raiders, and they get a turnover. Tomas had it and lost it to Kahipu. She did fake Kahipu to get up in the air. That's when you need to force a shot up and get the foul. And we're going to get a carry against Lorenzo. That didn't look that obvious to me.
Wasn't that bad, but obviously referee Alan Bronco saw something that we didn't.
I've seen worse. There's Tomas right down the lane. Nice bounce pass to Byers, but she won't put the shot up. That's going to be a 3 seconds call against Celie Byers. Turnover goes to the Menehune.
You know, she had deep position. All she had to do was just turn to the basket and lay it up. And, you know, either you will score, maybe get fouled and go to the free throw line.
You know, maybe she was surprised at how wide open she was.
Could have been.
5:35 remaining here in the first half. 9-8 in Waimea. However, they haven't scored in the second quarter. Here's a drive by Lorenzo. We'll get a foul against one of the Red Raiders, and it's going to be a shooting foul. Lorenzo will get to the line. And they are going to tag. That's going to be Esposo, her first, team's 4th.
You know, looked like she, you know, Coach Ding is calling for the travel. Looked like she took an extra step, but, you know, referees missed that, and now she's at the free throw line shooting 2.
Kind of thought that travel is a lot more obvious than the carry she just got whistled for. First free throw up and in for Lorenzo, shooting 70% on the year from the foul line. 10-8, first score of the second quarter for Waimea. Second free throw for Lorenzo. Puts it up, and good. 11-8. Waimea up by 3 on the Red Raiders. Full court pressure by Waimea. Not the heavy-duty kind of pressure we might see later. 5:18 remaining here in the second quarter. Tomas with the basketball. Left side, Manera puts the 3 up. No good. Rebound. Pigao. She'll get it to Lorenzo. Lorenzo wants to get moving. Going right to the Red Raider defense. At the foul line, the bounce pass to Vita. Right elbow. Pigao puts it up. Air ball. Kind of thought she got fouled on the play. Saved by Lorenzo. Kaipu puts it up. Off the rim, off the backboard, no good. Rebound Tomas for the Red Raiders, and nobody home. Manera beating everybody down court and scores on the layup.
No, unfortunately for Waimea, everybody got sucked in trying to get the offensive rebound, and Manera just sneaked out for an easy 2.
4 points for Manera. Here's Lorenzo. Into the lane, gets it to Pigao. Back outside to Burton. Baseline, Lorenzo puts it up. She gets fouled and hits the deck. This will go against Manera. And for Melissa, it's going to be her second personal. And just the 5th team foul against the Red Raiders. And that'll put Lorenzo at the line shooting 2. Lorenzo slow in getting up. Remember, she did miss, I think it was at the first game she got hurt and then missed most of that one.
I think she missed the whole 4th quarter, I believe, with an injury. And that really hampered Waimea down the stretch against Kapaa.
Lorenzo's got 4 points, 2 of 2 from the foul line. First free throw is up and good. Again, that nice rotation. As you get in the rim, there's a good chance it'll fall. And we're going to get a timeout called for, I think, by the Red Raiders. So we'll keep it right here at the Raider Dome. 4:27 to go in the first half. And I kind of thought, the last few games we had, the crowds wasn't all that great, mostly because people are on the winter break. I kind of thought we'd have a good crowd tonight, and we don't.
Well,
I appreciate the people that are here. Just I thought we'd have more people.
I believe, I'm not gonna say everybody's a fair weather friend, but everybody wants to follow someone that's successful. Maybe if Kauai can get a roll, maybe they'll roll more guys in here. Same thing with Waimea. We've been down for the last few years, and fan base is all it is, man. If you win, they're gonna come out and they're gonna cheer you on, and right now both teams are just struggling to get wins.
I don't want to use the B word. Second free throw for Lorenzo. It's up and no good. I don't know. We can't blame one of us for that one.
Yeah, we were talking about fans, not free throw shooting.
4:23 remaining here in the first half. Cross court to Tanikala. Inside to Keep. Loses the basketball and keeps struggling to get the shot up. I'll tell you what, that's what happens when you're taller than everybody else and you put the ball on the floor. You bring people like Monique Lorenzo into the mix there, as she gets the whistle for a 3rd personal. This puts Keep at the line in the 1-on-1 bonus.
And that's tough, for Coach Moises. I know he wants the floor leader on the floor, but with 2 fouls, she has to play, carefully. But she's not that type of player. She's an aggressive type of player. Likes to attack the basket. Likes to create turnovers on defense, and she got caught in the wash against Keep and picked up her 3rd foul.
I can't believe they said that was in the act of shooting. And Keep misses now goes 0 for 4 from the foul line, slapped that ball away, and then commits the foul on the push. But still, I thought it was the 1-on-1 bonus, but they gave her 2 shots, and I don't think she was even in the act of shooting.
Maybe just coming up to get it away from Lorenzo. Maybe it looked like the shot, and then they gave her 2.
That foul is on Keep, her first, team's 6th. Full court pressure by the Red Raiders. Oh, nice zigzag passing to break the press. Nice bounce pass, but Wa'alani can't hang on to it. It'll be Waimea basketball.
Manera just a little late on that backside rotation. Just poked it out of bounds.
3:58 remaining here in the first half. Stolen away by Tanikala. Lazy pass by Fernandez. That'll force the foul or kind of aid in a foul by Kahepu.
You know, that's a frustration foul on Waimea. You know, she didn't get the pass that she wanted to, and then they was going for the fast break Kauai, and she just reached in and get caught. And, you know, again, the key personnel for Waimea, Kaipu, Okura, Lorenzo. You know, Okura and Kaipu has 2, Lorenzo has 3, and, you know, they can ill afford to lose those girls to foul trouble.
Tani Kala misses the first. She's got 1 more. On the season, she's 0 for 2 up to date. Make it 0 for 3 from the foul line. Rebound Kahepu, and Waimea's got the ball going the other way inside of 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Pass inside to Alani, stolen away by Tomachter. Tomachter down the sideline. She got an open teammate, but she'll take it herself. Almost lost it, then gets the ball taken away as they battle on the floor for the basketball. And it's going to be Waimea basketball, but Kauai High School basketball. But there's no doubt Tomachter, if she gets it to a teammate, would have had an easy layup.
Yeah, you know, if she does, but, you know, just wanted to make the play on her own and got caught up and tied up on the baseline.
Tomas inbounds to Tomachter for 3. It's up, no good. Rebound by Santella. And Waimea's got the ball. In fact, I thought Tomachter's foot was on the line.
You know, looked like when she tied up, I think it was Brandy Burton, looked like her foot was on the line, but, you know, obviously the refs didn't see that.
Here's the pass knocked away by Tomas, who has played tough tonight so far in the first half.
You know, she's been all over the court, you know, diving and getting her hands on the ball and being aggressive.
The thing about Kauai High School, I don't know if you want to call it a good thing or a bad thing, but outside of Byers and Keep, everybody's the same size.
True.
And probably can be interchangeable as well. Here's Monero down the lane and not enough space, puts it up and almost goes in, but Keep, you know, if she kind of stayed out of the way, Monero may have been able to get a better angle to the basket.
You know, she could have gone to the backside of the opposite side that Monero was going to for the backside rebounding, you know, but right there, you know, again, the cardinal rule of not stopping the ball on a fast break and, you know, Breton reaching in and putting Monero at the line.
Monero shooting 2, gets that one. And it's now 12-11, Waimea up by just 1 point. And now Waimea calls a timeout with 3:10 to go.
You know, and you don't want to put Monero at the line at 92%. You know, it's pretty much automatic when she goes to the line. And, you know, maybe everybody else, but especially not number 11.
It's almost like putting Steph Curry at the line.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you don't want to put Steph Curry at the line. You know, I think he's shooting, what, 96%, I believe. You know.
That's just, I know they're the NBA, but that's just insane.
You know, when I heard a commentary, when you can remember your misses, that means you can shoot you're shooting a high percentage.
That's true. And you know what's funny is usually ESPN, they'll make fun of stuff and they put a collage together. And I think it would last maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, you put somebody's highlights together, sometimes they put it together a 2-minute package.
Yeah.
His misses, maybe 10, 11 seconds.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what, his little pregame routine lasts longer than that.
True.
And I saw on the internet, some little girl did an imitation of his pregame routine. I thought it was pretty cool.
That 2-ball drill that he does.
Yeah. Second free throw by Monera. It's up and good as well. She is 4 of 4 from the foul line, 6 points to lead the Red Raiders. Full court pressure again. Kaipu picks up her dribble, a big no-no. Gets it to Burton, and she throws it away into the hands of Tomas. 3-on-3 here, and Tomas loses it, but into the hands of Keep, the drive, and somebody took a big swipe at the basketball. They caught a lot of taking Keep's hand. This will be against Santella, and that's going to be her first, and that'll put Keep at the line shooting 2.
You know, Tomaso driving the lane, they had Monero open on the backside for a big 3-pointer, but obviously didn't see her, and now Keep's at the line.
And Keep finally makes her first free throw of the night. She's 1 of 5. She's got 5 points overall.
No, we'll see if that one free throw can get her going.
Second free throw is up and no good. 13-12 Red Raiders inside of 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Burton right down the side of the lane puts it up. That's a big, huge mistake by the Red Raiders.
You know, Burton one-on-one all the way down the floor. You know, they tried to steal. She puts up a nice floater and scores on a layup.
She went between 3 Red Raiders.
You know, that's 1-on-3, and if you don't stop the basketball, that's what's going to happen.
Here's Keep, left-handed move, air ball that goes out of bounds. It'll be Waimea basketball. Santella and Keep hit the floor. Looks like everybody's okay.
You know, Keep just lost her footing on her patented up and under move, which she's been very successful with. And unfortunately just left that layup short.
2:29 to go here in the first half. Miyamoto Okura into the game for the Menehune. Casey Fernandez to inbounds for Waimea. Coach Bimo having some words with Sharissa Wa'alani. A pass to Miyamoto. Now it's Burton. Burton guarded by Tomas, goes right by her, right to the basket, off the glass. Yes! The running one-hander high off the window drops for Burton.
Yeah, and that's a tough shot, and that's overtaking Keep, you know, and to concentrate on the backboard and make that, you know, got to give her credit.
6 points on the night. Keep turns, puts it up, no good, gets her own rebound. Her putback is no good, and with the basketball, Santello who hits the floor. Okura ends up with it, gets it to Burton, and overshoots Miyamoto. You know, when I was growing up in Palolo Valley, that used to be called the 10th Avenue move. And these 2 guys, they used to come play at the court by my house, and they used to stick their knee going up like that to protect themselves, and we used to call that the 10th Avenue, the 10th Avenue layup. Actually, is what we called it. There's the pass inside to Keep, loses it. She hits the floor. Tomas right to the basket, totally out of control. But one of the Menehune bails her out, and they'll get whistled for a foul, and that's going to be on Okura. That's her 3rd personal.
You know, again, Coach Bimo, you know, kind of walking the thin line by putting their key players in the game. You know, now Lorenzo and Okura with three fouls.
First free throw by Tomas is good. She's got 3 points on the evening. And we are going to get Kahipu'u back into the game, probably for Okura, and it is.
You know, disappointed that she had to come out. You know, just checked in for a little while, picked up her 3rd, but you know, Coach Bimo needs to have her ready to go in the second half.
Second free throw, no good. And she almost throws up like a knuckleball up onto that rim, huh?
You know, and that's a tough one. I mean, you know, with the mechanics of how you're supposed to shoot, it's real tough to shoot a knuckleball. Even, you know, I've seen players shoot the ball with forward spin, and I've tried it, and it's hard. Really hard to do.
Here's Tegan Keefe, who takes it to the basket, off the rim, off the backboard, and she scores. We're tied at 16. A minute 20 to go here in the first half. Burton to Fernandez. She'll put up the long deuce. That's no good. Rebound Manera. And she's a long pass to Tomakter right to the basket. Puts it up, and she is going to get fouled from behind. That's going to be on Alyssa Miyamoto. That's her first. And that's going to put Tomakter at the line shooting 2.
You know, you don't think about it a lot, but, you know, if you can just, when you're playing or when you're watching the game, you know, court awareness right there, Tomakter was under the basket, and Miyamoto just bailed her out by putting her at the line and getting a foul on herself.
Tomakter 75% from the foul line. Gets that to go. That's her first point of the night. Hit a couple of threes in the last game, not good enough to get them the win against Kapa'a, but still, I think she's got to make some outside shots to help this team win.
You know, they need another option other than Keep on the inside, you know, just to open things up for her and give Kauai High some balance.
Second free throw, no good by Tomakter. Waimea with the rebound. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Burton with the basketball and play that one position for most of the rest of the first half. Kahipu looks at the 3. She's going to launch the rainbow. It's up, no good. Keep had the rebound, poked out of bounds by Burton. And it's going to be Kauai High School basketball with 46.1 ticks to go. Man, that rainbow almost hit the wire before he got to the basket.
And that's how she shoots. You know, she shoots a real high ball. You know, if it's on, it's on. And, you know, she's just a little short right there.
I know one thing, you play in the outdoor courts, you shoot a rainbow like that, that ball will never go in.
Oh, yeah, you got to play the windage. That's why when you're playing outdoor.
32 seconds to go here in the first half. Red Raiders going to settle for the last shot. They lead it 17-16 after trailing for most of the first half.
You know, in outdoor courts, you have a double rim, so it's a lot harder.
And the sound that comes off of that thing. Yeah. 15 seconds to go. Manera with the basketball. Good defense by Casey Fernandez. That pass knocked away by Burton. And they're going to call a foul on Brandy Burton, and that's her second personal. And in my scorebook, there's a lot of X's on that Waimea score sheet.
You know, and, you know, unfortunately for Brandy, picked up the foul just trying to make the play. But, you know, up until that point, Kauai was kind of confused. They might have had a 5-second on Manera, and then, you know, Brandy kind of bailed her out.
This is the 15th free throw shot by the Red Raiders in the second quarter alone. They are 7 of 15 in the second quarter. That's just the second quarter. 7 of 15. Next free throw is up. They hit 8 of 16. They'll take that. 2-point lead, 18-16 Red Raiders. 9 seconds to go. There's a pass to Miyamoto. Eyes the three, puts it up. Oh, she buries it with 3 seconds to go. Tomas to Manera. She's going to launch it. Good if it goes just on the side of the basket. And Alyssa Miyamoto with that three will end the first half with 6 points. And I'll tell you what, I thought she was going to launch it from a few steps before the three-point line, but she puts it up there and finds a target.
You know, I think she kind of pump faked, kind of looked at the clock and said, hey, I have a little more time. I can take 2 dribbles in and hit it from the regular three-point line.
I like the reaction afterwards. So halftime here at the Raider Dome, and looks like no halftime All-Stars here. I know Jaden on the other side wants to get some shots in, but he's got no basketball.
I think he's looking for one right now.
The biggest, littlest Redskin fan I know of.
You know, and the Moises Ohana, especially Coach Brandon and Jaden, are probably kind of happy that their team actually made the playoffs.
Kind of happy? Are you kidding me? You know, and the funny thing is, Coach Bimo, he was. I didn't realize this until he said start the second half. As we look at the halftime numbers here, Waimea shooting 75% from the foul line, 6 of 8. They are led by Alyssa Miyamoto, who had a 3 towards the end of the first half. And Brandy Burton, they each have 6. Monique Joy Lorenzo at 5 before picking up her 3rd personal. And Jasmine Santella has got a deuce as well. But joining Lorenzo in the 3 personal foul department is Melia Okura. 2 players Waimea can ill afford to get into foul trouble.
You know, that's their main post presence, which is Melia. And that's their main ball handler in Lorenzo. And, you know, we've seen it already when Lorenzo goes out of the game against Kapa'a. The last game when it was close, I think they lost by 4. When Lorenzo went down and Lagok went down, they had no one to handle the ball, and it hampered them down the stretch.
For the Red Raiders, by the way, the halftime score is 19-18 Waimea. Kauai High School, 42% from the foul line, 8 of 19. They were 8 of 16 in the second quarter alone. They got to the foul line a lot. They were led in scoring by Tegan Keep, who's got 7. 6 points from Melissa Manera, all in the second quarter. She's 4 of 4 from the foul line. Cheryl Ann Tomas has got 4. And with 1 point, Tom Actor. But both teams are, if they're going to factor into the second round title, they've got to have more than 4 players each put the ball in the basket.
You know, for Kauai, just finding an outside shooter to help out Keep in the middle. Because right now, Waimea are just, as soon as the ball gets into Tegan, they're just converging on her like 4 or 5 girls, not even respecting the outside shooting of Kauai. You know, and for Waimea, finding someone other than Lorenzo to create and get shots, you know, just finding another consistent scorer, you know, can really balance out their team also.
Just about to start the second half here at the Raider Dome. And Why does somebody always have this timer on his on his camera on his phone? That's just horrible. In the JV game earlier tonight, Waimea beat up Kauai High School 39-19. Kiara Palacio and Deanna Lynn Helgen, 10 points each for Big Blue. Katie Broom, 8 for Kauai High School. So the Menehune start the second half with the basketball.
And we've talked about Kiara Palacio playing at the varsity level, being able to help Coach Bimo contribute. And unfortunately for them, she doesn't want to go up, and she wants to just stay at the JV level.
Tegan Keep blocks Santella's shot. Santella's like, where's the foul? I hit the floor hard. A scramble with the basketball ends up out of bounds. It'll be Waimea ball. Don't forget, you can watch this on KauaiSports.com. And, well, I guess if you're hearing it, you're already watching it. And YouTube. Yeah, that's a brain fart right there. We're going to get a foul against, an offensive foul against the Menehune.
And that's the third on Kaipu. Unfortunately for her, just trying to create space, stop the dribble, but trying to create space, and Alan Bracco called an offensive foul on her.
Well, I know one thing, that she did extend the arm. That almost always draws that whistle.
True.
Here's Tomas looking for some help, trying to get it to Esposo. Last touch by one of the Menehune, and it's going to be Red Raider basketball. 7:17 to go here in the third. Looks like Tomas is going to throw it in for Kauai High School. And here's the bounce pass to Esposo into the lane. And I'll tell you what, if you're going to call a little hand check by Santella like that, I kind of thought Esposo also had the forearm out there.
Basically, you can call that call on every single play when somebody's driving to the basket. And just a matter of what they see, the referees, what they see.
Here's a shot by Keep. That's no good. In and out job. And Waimea with the basketball. For Santella, it's 2 personals. First team foul against the Menehune. Here's the rainbow by Kahepu is short. Rebound Keep. And she'll get it to Tomas. Wide open down court is Monero. The drive to the basket, puts it up. No good. Rebound. Who is that? That's Tomactor as she scores. And Tomactor's got she's got 3 points on the night.
Right, unfortunately I think Santella was on the basket, just didn't block out Tomactor, and Tomactor just outmuscled her for the rebound.
Here's the Saturday night special. It's missed by Burton. Tipped away, ends up in the hands of Burton. She gets it to Kahepu, puts it up, blocked by Keep. Back to Burton, puts it up, no good. And the rebound goes off of one of the Menehune, out of bounds. It's going to be Kauai High School basketball. And Waimea had about 3 or 4 shots at that.
They had opportunities to score, but the big girl in the middle, Keep, just kept distracting shots.
6:12 to go here in the third quarter. 20-19 Red Raiders. Not a high-scoring game, but we've had some action.
Both teams scrapping and getting after it.
Monero on the far side goes baseline. Hits the bottom of the basket on a pass. Tomactor ends up with it. And back to the top of the key. That's Esposo. Monero for 3 on the other side of the court. That's no good. Off of Tomactor. It'll be Waimea basketball. No, they're going to say off of Waimea. I kind of thought that was off of Tomactor.
Tough call going against the Menehune right there. Yeah, it looked like from Tomactor, but obviously maybe.
There's a pass that Keep can handle. Pigao ends up with it, puts it off the glass, no good. And that's a rebound by Burton, taken away by Keep. Now we're going the other way. Tomas with the basketball. Bounce pass to Monero. Cross court, stolen away by Fernandez. She gets it to Burton. Now we got a 3-on-2 for the Menehune. And a reach-in by Esposo. And to be honest, not a bad reach-in on that play.
It looked like Waimea was going to have the advantage with a 3-on-2 break, and Esposo stopped the momentum.
5:23 to go here in the third quarter. 20-19 Red Raiders. In the corner, that's Tavita. She gets it to Fernandez. They throw it cross court, knocked away, but into the hands of Miyamoto. Wide open. Waimea was playing like a 5-on-3, and they couldn't take advantage of it. Knocked away, back into the hands of Burton. 5 minutes to go here in the third. And Waimea looks really clueless on the offense. There's a shot by Tavita. No good. A rebound. Fernandez put back is no good. And a shot by Tavita is slapped out of bounds by KIF. It'll be Waimea basketball.
Just her presence. Fernandez had a point blank range. Just Tegan's presence in the middle just altered her shot. And, Tavita had the rebound on backside and Tegan swatted out of bounds.
Without Lorenzo in the game, Waimea really looks confused offensively. Fernandez back to Pigao, puts up the shot from the baseline, yes. And that's Pigao's shot right there.
Yeah, that little short corner, high arcing shot, gives Waimea the lead by 1.
21-20, Big Blue. Here's Tomachter, slapped away by Burton. She's got the basketball. Lead pass to Fernandez, all by herself, puts it up and misses the layup. KIF with the rebound. And now a reach in by Brandy Burton as she joins the 3-foul club. And that's a second team foul against the Menehune. Remember, the Menehune put the Red Raiders in a 1-on-1 bonus about a minute to go in the first quarter.
And they can ill afford, if they want to be successful, you can ill afford to put a team at the line early in the third or even in the fourth.
There's Tanikala. Back to, looks like Esposo. In the corner is Tomachter, but not a very good pass. Tanikala looking for KIF, who's got position. Instead, they overthrow Monero in the corner. And Mrs. Purcell gets the basketball and throws it back to the official.
Probably a bounce pass a little better, easier handling pass to handle going cross-court. But again, Cardinals saying you don't want to make a cross-court press anyway, so.
Inside of 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And we're going to get a foul, a shot by Burton. And I think this one goes away from the ball.
It looks like Tavita just, couldn't get around.
Well, she's going to go against the Menehune.
Couldn't get around Esposo and just pushed her way under and got called for the foul.
Her second, team's third. I just kind of look at that as battling for the rebound.
Well, if you extend your arms and push somebody in the back, you're going to get called automatically.
And now we're going to get a timeout called for by the Red Raiders with 3:43 to go. Waimea back into the lead, 21-20. And this has been a really slow-moving third quarter, but the clock is really grinding away. Eh?
Not a lot of scoring, for one thing. Maybe not as much fouls to stop the clock. Maybe not as much, balls going out of bounds. The clock runs, and we're almost more than halfway through the third quarter.
Don't forget, tomorrow night we've got Waimea Kapa'a KIF boys basketball from the Bernice Hundley Gym, and that should be a pretty good one as well. As Kapa'a sitting pretty at 1-0, Waimea 0-1, and frankly, Waimea just did not look good against Kauai High School last week.
Guard play, a lot of missing guys in action. Hopefully they get Briggs Agu back to help out with the guards, and we'll see what happens.
Here's Tanikala with the basketball on the far side of the court. KIF trying to get some space, has the ball about 20 feet away from the basket. Drives, turns, gets it to Monero, puts up the shot from the foul line. That's no good. Rebound Miyamoto, and Waimea's got the ball. 3:20 to go here in the third. Burton picked up by Tanikala, bounce pass to Tavita. Tavita at the high post to Pigao. Down in the corner to Fernandez. Her shot is no good. Rebound taking KIF. 3:04 remaining. Tanikala the battle. That's more like a travel than a double dribble. But Santella into the game for the Menehune. The big question is how long does Coach Bimo hold Lorenzo out?
He's kind of getting away with it right now. If you can keep the score or keep the lead or keep the score close, I'd sit her out the whole third quarter. But, you run the risk of her getting cold and got to re-warm up again.
Pigao with it from the baseline, fouled by one of the Red Raiders. I think this is going to be against Esposo. A little push from the side.
And Pigao has done a nice job in there tonight, getting her 2 points from that spot that she loves, right over there at the short corner, and now getting to the line, shooting for 2.
Third personal on Kaylee Esposo. Second team foul against the Red Raiders. And Pigao with the line shooting 2. This will go in. And I jinxed her there. No, she's a good free throw shooter. I know that.
Yeah, you know. Again, nice rotation. Just got to, you know, that was off to the right side of the rim. She just got to shoot it straight, basically.
You know, don't forget that basketball game tomorrow night between Waimea and Kapa'a. Jams 98.1, KAWAIISTREAM.com. You can catch it all. Second free throw is good for Pigao. 22-20, Menehune. That's Tomas the basketball. They've tried to run this play all night long. It's worked, what, maybe once or twice. Nice move by Tegan Keep. Up and under, goes on from the right side and in. And we're tied at 22. Tegan Keep with 9 on the night.
And you cannot have her have that deep post position. She's either going to get scored or she's going to get fouled. Knocked
away by Keep. Here comes the Red Raiders. Monero with it on the near side, right to the basket, puts it up. And we're going to get a foul against one of the Menehune. This can't be good. Oh, they're going to call an offensive against Monero. Her third personal, 3 team fouls against the Red Raiders. And I just didn't think any of the Menehune had any type of defensive position.
You know, Burton was on her on the back, and Miyamoto was on her in the front, and, you know, Monero just trying to create space and probably just dipped the shoulder and picked up an offensive foul.
On the far side, that's Brandy Burton, guarded by Tani Kala. Burton blows past her, right to the basket, off the glass, yes! Nice coast to coast by Brandy Burton. She's got 8 points on the night.
You know, nice ball handling too by Burton. I know she doesn't want to handle the ball as much, but she took it, like you said, coast to coast and scored on that layup.
24-22, Menehune up by a deuce. Into the lane, Tomas. She gets it to Monero on the far side. Monero goes baseline, loses it out of bounds, poked away by one of the Menehune. It's going to be Red Raider basketball.
You know, right now, Kauai just one-dimensional. It's either keep in the paint, you know, with Kauai not even hitting an outside shot. And, you know, they need to hit some outside shots to give her some space in the middle.
Here's Keep with that nice up and under move, gets fouled from the side, and she's going to get to the foul line. Now, is that 34 or 43? Well, it's only a 34, so it's going to be against Santella, her third personal, and she becomes, what, the 5th Menehune to get 3 personals.
You know, and that's tough. She's part of the bigger rotation that Coach Moises has, and, you know, luckily for him, he has a lot of big girls that he can rotate in, but, you know, again, she's one of the main cogs in his game plan.
Keep 1 of 7 from the foul line as she misses that first one. She has another one coming, puts it up, and that's no good as it, I guess they hit the cable. I kind of thought it just went on the backboard.
They didn't. I don't think it hit the cable. It kind of rolled on top of the backboard, like you said.
24-22, Menehune. Here's Santella one-on-one against Keep as the reinforcements for the Red Raiders come and help. And it's taken away by Monero. And Santella turns and just kind of cruises it back down court. Keep at the high post for the Red Raiders. On the wing to Tomas. They throw it into Tegan. Puts it off the glass. And she made that look way too easy.
You know, again, good inside position. Nice entry pass. And like you said, made it look way too easy against Santella.
11 points on the night for Tegan Keep. 24-24. A minute to go here in the third quarter. Brandy Burton pass knocked away. A kick saved by Keep, and somehow Burton ends up with it. Puts up the shot, gets blocked by Keep, goes out of bounds off of Burton. It's going to be Kauai High School basketball.
You know, action started to pick up as both teams going up and down the floor.
You know, I know Burton, I mean, the Waimea girls inside just haven't scored a whole lot, but they battled Tegan Keep all night long. Bounce pass inside, knocked away by Santella. Good job defensively. 40 seconds to go here in the third. Tomas will reset the offense as she takes it back to the top of the key. On the far side, guarded by Fernandez. Tomas trying to get it to Sierra Fernandez along the baseline. Kicked away by one of the Menehune. It's going to be Kauai High School basketball.
You know, luckily for Waimea, you know, the ball was kicked out. She had somebody open on the backside for an open layup.
There's Tomas, knocked away, taken away by Burton, then crawls down the back of Tani Kala. So go out of bounds off of Kauai High School. Menehune ball with 24.1 seconds to go.
You know, although the action has picked up, the sloppiness also has picked up with a lot of turnovers, and both teams look kind of gassed right now on the floor.
I know Waimea didn't get a whole lot of practice time in their gym during the break. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. And I can kind of understand that, but how much time off do these coaches give these players? 17 seconds. Here's Burton, knocked away by Fernandez, going down all by herself, puts it up and short on the layup. Rebound, Kauai High School, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Red Raider ball, 6.9 seconds to go.
She had an opportunity to score, kind of took it easy at the end, but instead of just going full speed and getting in there and making that layup.
Clock gets moving. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Monera, top of the key, turns. Somebody's got to put the shot up, and she does off the glass. Yes! Melissa Monera scores at the buzzer to give the Red Raiders a 26-24 lead here at the Raider Dome. And for Monera, it's going to be 8 points. And let's go ahead and take a short timeout. It's KIF girls basketball on KauaiSports.com. We'll be right back. We're back at the Raider Dome, and Kauai High School shooting 38% from the foul line, 70% for the Menehune, 7 of 10. Kauai High School with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Top of the key, Tomactor. Monera, who scored right at the end of the third quarter, has the ball on the far side wing. Lobs it in the paint to Tomas, taken away by Lorenzo. Then Monera steps in front of Lorenzo and gets whistled for the blocking foul.
Bad pass by Monera, trying to, lob that ball into, I think it was Tomas, and got the ball swatted away and turned the ball over, giving Waimea the ball on offense.
Fourth personal against Monera. Kauai High School leading 26-24, and Lorenzo into the game for the Menehune. They go inside to Okura, turn around on Byers, in and out, rebound to Mactor. Tough luck for Okura. That ball looked like it was down.
It rattled in, rattled out, and like you said, tough luck for Okura.
Monera, cross court to Tanikala. Tanikala back to Monera. And Byers battling for position with Okura down low.
We taking out of the game. We'll see what Kauai can do, what kind of offense they can muster, because she's been pretty much the only offense that they have tonight.
I don't expect Tegan to be out for very long. Tomactor, top of the key to Tanikala. And nobody really fighting for position for the Red Raiders. Looks as if they're just kind of stalling time to give Keep a blow.
Looks like.
Tomas in the paint, spins, off the glass, no good. Byers rebound, loses it, and somebody saved it right back to Byers, and one of the Menehune reaches in, and let's put this way, someone's going to commit their fourth personal. This is going to be against Kahepu'u, and that's her fourth personal. 5 team fouls. Now, I didn't think she was in an active shooting as well. She was still reaching for the pass.
Well,
Byers' free throw is up and no good.
Maybe we're seeing a different game.
Byers, their first free throw attempt of the season, comes up empty. She'll have one more try. Second free throw is up and no good. Okura had it and Tomas took it away from behind. Red Raiders hang on to the basketball.
You know, Tomas right there just out-hustling the bigger Okura for an offensive rebound.
And you know, for Okura, when you've been out of the game so long, tough to really get that sweat or that flow going.
Yeah, it is tough. You know, you warm up at the beginning of the game, you get into the flow, you pick up 2 quick ones, then you come out, and they put you back in at the end of the second quarter, and you pick up the third, and you sit for pick up the third at the end of the second quarter, and you sit for the whole third quarter. You know, like you just said, the flow is messed up, and it takes a while for you to get warmed up again.
Here's a foul against Pigao. This will put Tomactor at the line shooting the 1-and-1 bonus. Up and good. And Tomactor, let's see, she's got 4 points on the night.
You know, Kauai already in a 1-and-1 bonus. Big for them. They just got to go to the free throw line and convert now.
I can't remember the last time somebody hit the front end of the 1-and-1 in this league. Tomactor misses the second. Okura with the rebound. And she steps in the baseline. That's where you just got to throw it off your opponent's leg or something.
You know, the basketball savvy, you know, just throw it off the leg and save that possession.
27-24 Red Raiders. Monero for 3, lets it fly. No good. Rebound, Burton. With 6:05 remaining in the game, Kauai School up by 3.
You know, that could be their backbreaker. That kind of looked like it was online.
There's Burton on top of the key. Kahipu bounce pass inside to Okura, puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound Tomas. Good defense by Byers, not giving Okura a good look.
You know, Okura the last couple possessions has had deep offensive position. Just unfortunately, she hasn't finished her shots.
There's Tomas, top of the key to Matsunaga. Now on the wing to Tomactor. Battling for position is Byers and Okura. Oh, there's that elbow. They're going to call this against Byers. That's a good call by the officials there. And for C.D. Byers, her first personal. And it's going to be Waimea basketball on a turnover. They're trailed by 3.
Just frustrating, you know, when you have somebody on the back leaning on you all game or all possession. You know, you kind of get frustrated. You want that ball inside, and just unfortunately threw the elbow and pushed off and got called for the foul.
Hey, in addition to the boys' game tomorrow night, which is going to be on Jams and Kauai Sports, the girls will have the girls again on Friday. It'll be, well, this is on your side of the island, Waimea, Kapa'a at the Clem Gomes Gym.
Hey, you're coming over to the west side again.
Oh, but like I said before, don't need an excuse for that. You can tell me, hey, the wind's blowing in the right direction. I'm there.
You'll be driving into the sunset.
Hey, when I lived in Waimea Valley.
That's right. You lived in.
You know
Waimea
what I needed
Valley.
an excuse was to leave my property. I had fun there. I had the climbing wall in my back. I had the river right across the street. And I had neighbors giving me pig every other week, I think.
And you had the koke win in the morning.
Oh, and at night.
And at night, yes.
5:18 to go here in the game. 27-24 Kauai High School. Miyamoto battling Tomactor for that loose basketball. Here's Burton the drive, puts it up off the glass, no good. Matsunaga had it and lost it. Now it's Okura and Keep. It's going to be a jump ball. It looks like Waimea possession.
Brandy Burton, again, looking for that floater. Unfortunately, it was a little short. Luckily for them, they have another offensive possession.
And my only regret was I didn't live in Waimea Valley longer. Loved it. 5:05 to go in the game, and we've been stuck on 27-24 for a few minutes here. In fact, since the Monero basket at the end of the third quarter. And this is going to go off of the Red Raiders, Waimea basketball on the far side of the court. And again, diving on the floor, guess who? Monique Tomactor.
The floor burn award.
Her mom must have nightmares trying to clean her jersey. Here's Okura blocked by Keep. Fernandez with the basketball. Her shot is no good. And Miyamoto battling for that ball, gets it. Waimea still with the basketball. Lorenzo gets it to Miyamoto, back to Lorenzo. Good head fake, right to the basket, puts it up. That misses everything. Okura with the rebound, hustling. Here's Fernandez inside the three-point line, yes.
You know, nice hustle by the Menehune, hustling for that rebound or the loose balls and getting it to Fernandez, and Fernandez hitting a big shot, closing the gap to 1.
Talk about earning a basket. Here's Tomas with it, 5:24 to go. They get it to keep. Her shot is partially blocked by Okura and Fernandez. Lorenzo 1-on-2, right side off the glass. Yes, and the Waimea Menehune back into the lead, 7 for Lorenzo. Now pressure by the Menehune, and Kauai High School almost a 5-second call. Now we'll get a timeout called for by Coach Dingus with 4:07 remaining, and the Waimea Menehune back into the lead.
You know, again, Monique Lorenzo showing her athleticism, going 1-on-2 on the break and scoring and giving the Menehune a 1-point lead.
That's got to be about maybe the third or fourth time that Lorenzo has gone with the numbers disadvantage and has scored.
You know, she's quick enough, she's fearless, that she has confidence in herself to do that. She's a pretty good finisher. You know, if she gets fouled, she's about a 70% free throw shooter, so, you know, it's pretty much almost automatic that she's going to score either way.
We're in a Kauai High School timeout right now, and Kauai High School, who led for most of the second half, now trailing. They got to find a way to get momentum back on their side.
You know, and getting the ball into Tegan Keep has been their only offense tonight. You know, they need to find an outside shooter just to help her out and give her more space inside. Or actually get to the line and make some free throws will be even better yet also.
Only 5 different Red Raiders have scored in this game. In the second half, only 3 Red Raiders have scored. Tom Actor looking for some help. Throws it and knocked away by Fernandez. Tom Actor gets it back, and now Kauai's got to battle the 10-second call. And a silly foul by Brandy Burton on Monera. That's going to be her 4th. And really, if someone from Waimea steps up at about mid-court, they could have forced a 10-second call.
That too, and you know, right there, they're scrambling. Kauai was scrambling, and Brandy bailed her out, and now puts the 90% free throw shooter at the line, shooting 2.
Monera, who's got 8 points on the night, at the line, shooting a 1-and-1 bonus. 4 personals on Burton. First free throw, wow, leaves it awfully short. That surprises the heck out of me. Here's Lorenzo, we'll get a quick timeout by the Menehune with just under 4 minutes remaining in the game. And I kind of thought that was a badly timed called timeout, because I think Lorenzo would have rushed down court and they would have had numbers again.
Probably, but you know, probably Coach Beamer wants to make sure that he has a good possession right here, a good offensive possession. Maybe run some time, you know, maybe get the ball into Okura, who has had deep position, or maybe put the ball in Lorenzo's hands, so you know she can either drive or your favorite play, thumb down, high pick and roll. Either go for the layup or get to the free throw line.
Now, I kind of think with Kauai High School trailing, I expect them to be a little bit more aggressive on defense, that the thumbs down call might be the play to go to.
You know, it's one of our old plays. It's a 4-down play, we call it, you know, where everybody's on the baseline and we sneak a post girl at the top of the key and put the ball in our best ball handlers, you know, and attack the basket that way.
You know, that's kind of like a staple play for, like, the Packers got that screen. You know, the Skins used to have that counter gap.
Yeah.
You know. Or counter tray.
That's the go-to play when everything else fails. You know, just 4 down.
Burton gets it to Pigao. Pigao gets it back to Burton. 3:50 to go here in the 4th quarter. Lorenzo asking for somebody to come up. Nobody moves. And trying to get it to Miyamoto. That'll create a jump ball situation. And I kind of think Miyamoto might be to blame on this, so she did not get out of the way.
Either that, or look like they're trying to run a weave, and that's, you know, coming out of a timeout and getting a turnover. You don't want that as a coach, and you know, you kind of wasted a timeout right there.
You know, Miyamoto just did not give enough room and then good angle to make a pass. She actually brought the defender to Lorenzo. Here's Tegan Keep, the drive to the basket, and a reach in by Pigao. And for Pigao, her 2nd personal. And this is going to be a 2-shot foul for Tegan Keep. And to be honest with you, not a bad decision to foul her, as we've talked about that, in the past.
You gotta pick your poison we take it. Either you're gonna let her shoot the jump shot, or let her drive to the basket and foul her and put her at the line.
1 of 8 from the foul line here in tonight's game, and makes that one look easy. She's 2 of 9 from the foul line. She's got 12 points on the evening. Remember, she leads the KIF in scoring. Kind of lost my notes here.
15.3.
15.3 a game. Second free throw, no good. And somehow Tomas comes from the back end and picks that rebound up. Now a battle with Fernandez and 2 Red Raiders. And Waimea cannot allow that to happen, but it did.
That's 3 free throw possessions in a row where Waimea has had inside position and given up an offensive rebound. That's poor blockout technique by Waimea.
We're tied at 28. Here's the thumbs down play. Okura and Lorenzo communicating. Good screen, the drive by Lorenzo, partially blocked. No, blocked by KIF. As she ends up with it, she'll get it to a teammate. And with about 3 minutes to go, we're tied at 28. And KIF's trying to step up here.
Big-time player steps up in big-time moments, so we'll see what she can do down the stretch.
At the three-point line, Tegan KIF drives into the lane and does the Texas two-step. She'll be called for a travel. And we're going to go the other way. 2:51 left in the game. We're in store for a good finish here.
Looks like it tied at 28, 2:49 left to go. Both teams kind of struggling in offense. I think one possession could decide the game right here.
2:40 to go here in the fourth. Tied at 28. Lorenzo guarded by Tomas. Lorenzo top of the key. In the corner to Fernandez, puts up the 3. That's short. Miyamoto with the rebound, head fake, gets KIF in the air, puts it up, no good. That's going to be a foul on Tegan KIF. And that'll put Miyamoto at the line shooting 2.
The smaller Miyamoto just out-muscled Tegan under the basket and picked up the foul. Now she's at the free throw line with 2 big free throws right here.
1 of 2 from the foul line. She's got 6 points overall. And misses that one. Miyamoto stepped into the gym 1 for 1 on the season. She's now 1 of 3. 2:28 remaining. And Waimea with a free throw here can take the lead.
Big free throw right here. See if they can give Waimea the lead.
Second free throw, that's no good. That was worse than the first one. 2:24 to go. Red Raiders with the basketball. Tomactor gets it to Tomas. Almost taken away by Lorenzo in the corner. Tanikala back to Tomactor. Bounce pass, top of the key, Tomas. Back to Tomactor. And it's like no one for Kauai High School wants to take the shot from the outside. KIF, top of the key. Lorenzo trying to take it away from her. Gets a smile here. She probably thought that was foul number 4.
She's about 2 sizes taller than her, and you want to go up there and try to steal it. That's an ill-advised foul that you want to pick up.
But you got to love the attempt, at least. Monero going baseline, puts it up. Blocked off of one of the Red Raiders, off of Monero. Waimea basketball. I'm not sure who blocked it. Too many when he was there, but that's a good defense.
Miyamoto was trailing around the play. It looked like Kaipu came across and got a hand on it.
We're tied at 28. Waimea with the basketball. $1:44 to go. It's 104 seconds, according to my Kapaa High School math.
No, 104 is 104, right? Oh no, I could be wrong too. My Waimea math is wrong.
I'm like, whoa, Mrs. Jost, come on now. Lorenzo top of the key, into the corner to Tevita, puts a shot up, overshoots everything, rebound, put back Okura, no good. Battle for the rebound, and we're going to get an elbow. No, we're going to get a hold by one of the Menehune. Now we get a technical.
Oh, wow, this could be big right here.
Oh, that's a double whammy, and somebody could be out of here. So it's going to be a foul on Kahepu'u. So that's going to be a personal foul on Kahepu'u. And she's going to be out of the game. There's also going to be a 2-shot foul for the double bonus. Then 2 shots for the technical. On top of that, Kauai High School gets the ball in midcourt. So that's as bad as a situation can get for Waimea.
And she's out of the game. you know, picking up a technical counts as a personal, so she picked up her fourth and fifth foul.
So Tegan Keat makes the first. She has got 13 on the night. Here's free throw number 2. And misses that one. Who's gonna? I'm gonna assume Monera takes will take the free throws. No, they're gonna put Tani Kala at the foul line. Oh my goodness! Hey coach, do you need one of these?
Wow.
Wow, they're gonna put Tani Kala. Well, I mean, he sees them shoot more than we do. Makes the first one.
And I guess that decision kind of why we're sitting here and he's down there.
Second free throw is good. I just know this much. 92% when the game started. I cannot get away from that number.
I wouldn't go away from 92%. And a senior, you know, a leader on your team, you kind of want to give her that opportunity to finish it up.
31-28, 3-point lead for the Red Raiders with 1:17 to go. There's Tomas, gets it to Keep, the drive to the basket, yes! Tegan Keep made that look easy once again.
You know, and a big 5-point turnaround right there for the Menehunis. And there's a turnover.
There's a bad pass by Lorenzo, stolen by Monera. Inside of a minute here at the Raider Dome. 33-28 Kauai High School, and that's going to be a foul on Tavita. Wow, I don't know exactly what was said. I know that Tavita was warned, but I didn't think anything dirty there.
You know, I don't think she was going for the ball, so, you know, that makes it even worse. If you're not going for the ball, if you're just going out there to try and make a foul and not going for the ball, you're gonna get either teed up or you're gonna get it's an easy call for Bronco to make.
Third personal on Tavita. This will put Tom Actor at the line shooting 2. And no good. 53.9 seconds to go, 33-28, Kauai High School. And I don't know, I still didn't think there was anything dirty there.
You know, when you throw an elbow and you push off, I think it's a dirty play. But, you know, again, officials call, they got to make it. So, you know.
Second free throw is no good. It finds a stage, and it'll be Waimea basketball.
You know, and that was almost the fourth time Kauai came down with the offensive rebound off a free throw. And it's hard to understand when you have inside position and you still give up offensive rebounds on a free throw.
And again, Charles Barkley said it, rebounding is all heart.
Yep.
Here's Lorenzo, 44 seconds to go. Into the lane, puts it up. Little hook shot, no good. Rebound Keep. And that's Esposo. Back to Keep. She loses it. As the guards for Kauai High School kind of messing around. We're going to get a timeout called for by Kauai High School with 33 seconds to go.
You know, good call by Coach Dingus. You know, he's seen his team struggling. Probably would have a 10-second call. You know, call the timeout, burn the 30. Now he can set up his press break offense and see if they can get it over.
And that's the second time that that he's made a possession-saving timeout call. And I think, I'm not against having coaches call timeouts from the sideline, but I think what you do is you kind of take the game out of the players' hands. And not only that, I think the players just lose track of the clock because they know that coach is going to bail them out.
You know, could be, but you know, as a coach, you kind of want to be in charge of your team, and I think it's one of the things that you can do to keep them focused or keep the possession.
Tomac to throw it in for Kauai High School, looking for some help. Gets it to Monera. Monera gets it past midcourt, 30 seconds to go. 33-28 Red Raiders up by 5. Monera almost throws it away. Tomactor's got it, and she throws it away. Lorenzo, 1-on-2, right to the basket, puts it up, yes! They're gonna count the basket. She'll get to the foul line. 18.1 seconds to go. And they're gonna call this one on Tomactor. It's gonna be her third and team's sixth.
You know, nice play by Lorenzo, stealing the ball, going full court, picking up an and one. You know, see if she can finish and pull this game within 2 with 18.1 seconds left.
Oh, this is such a big free throw. Lorenzo, she is 3 of 4 from the foul line tonight. Puts this up and no good. And keep with the basketball. We're going to get a quick foul against the Menehune. This looks like it's going to be against Burton, and if it is, she's done, and she knows it's on her. Her 5th personal, but she leaves the game with 8 points on the night. I'll tell you what, not a bad foul at all, because first of all, you save time off the clock. It's still a 1-possession game. And I know she didn't count on Tomachter being there, but Tomachter has missed her last 3 foul shots.
You know, Waimea, Kauai can, with these 2 free throws, can kind of seal it, make it a 2-possession game. But, you know, 16.8 seconds, a lot of pressure here, so we'll see what happens.
First free throw by Tomachter. This is the most important one right here. Gets it up, and in and out, no good. She'll get another one, and this is now this one is even bigger than the first one. So no matter what, it's no more than a 4-point lead if she makes this free throw, and it's good. Lorenzo with the basketball, 14 seconds to go. I would have put some kind of half-court pressure at least on the Menehune. Lorenzo puts it up, no good. Hits the floor, rebound, keep, and this one's done. 5 seconds, he's trying to foul, nobody blowing the whistle. And Tanikala loses it, but off of Lorenzo with 1 second left. And this is going to be a 34-30 win for the Red Raiders. What a game. What a game. I mean, it's not in the 50s or anything like that, but a pretty good game. A lot of action in this one.
You know, sometimes the high-scoring games, you know, is not all cracked up to be. You know, sometimes the lower-scoring games with every possession importance, every possession in importance, you know, is a more entertaining game. And it came down to a few possessions, you know, with 1:30 left. You know, Kaipu picked up a personal challenge the call by Adam Bronco, and Adam Bronco teed her up and picked up her 5th. And, you know, from then on, it was a 5-point turnaround, and, you know, Kauai held on to the lead.
So 34-30 is the final score. Both teams shaking hands, or at least fiving each other at midcourt. It's for the first time this season. Scorebook is money.
not too much scoring, so you probably could have kept up a little easier. Yeah?
Not even going to check it with the official scorekeeper. This is money. As we kind of run down the stat sheet here, Monique Joy Lorenzo led the Menehune with 9, 8 for Burton before she fouled out, 6 for Serapio, 6 for Miyamoto. 3 for Pigao, 2 each for Santella and Casey Fernandez. For Kauai High School, they were led by Tegan Keeps, 15, 8 for Melissa Manera, 5 for Monique Tomachter, 4 for Cheryl Ann Tomas, 2 for Sierra Tanikala, and that rounds out the scoring. From the foul line, Waimea was 0 for 3 in the 4th quarter, 7 of 13 overall. And man, they needed some of those missed foul shots. They, they would have made things a lot more interesting, as it'll be 54% for the Menehune. For Kauai High School, made some big foul shots down the stretch. They were 6 of 13 in the 4th quarter. 14 for 34 overall. Still not great, but they made some foul shots when they really needed to towards the end of the game.
You know, and that's the ones that count towards the end of the game when you need it, when you need to push the possession up to maybe 1 to 2. And, although Tomachter missed the first one of her 2-shot foul, she made the second one, which gave Kauai the 2-possession game against Kauai, and against Waimea, and unfortunately for Waimea, couldn't hit a 3, couldn't get a score, and Kauai eked out the victory.
In a JV game, Menehune takes down 139-19. Palacio and Helgen 10 each for Big Blue. Kaylee Bruin 8 for Kauai High School. Don't forget, tomorrow night we have got KIF boys basketball. We'll be at the Bernice Hunley Gym for Waimea Kapa'a, and we'll have the call for you there. So stay tuned on Jams 98.1 and KauaiSports.com. And then also, don't forget, Friday night, we have got the KIF girls basketball. And that game will be at the Clem Gomes Gym, Kapa'a, Waimea. And again, we'll have the call for you there. And that's going to be a good game as well. So 34-30 is the final score here in the varsity matchup. And a big mahalo going out to Chris, our cameraman tonight. And everybody drive safely, and we'll see you on we'll see you tomorrow night. KIF Boys Hoops right here on KauaiSports.com.